That one?
No.
Man, that man, you getting clipped on this. You know we're gonna clip.
You're live.
We live? Are we
Yeah,
live?
yeah.
Are we ready?
Yeah, you on right now?
Welcome to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson, and today we're going to be talking about 5 signs that your friends are jealous of you. We're also going to be talking about Diddy, and we're also going to be talking about the mayor of Memphis, Paul Young, and he was assaulted, Angelica, and we're going to be talking about a whole host of other things. Lastly, we got the superstar, the woman who's over the skin in Memphis, the Memphis Skin Academy. Mel is in the building, and so we'll be right back. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. Welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson, and this is like corralling a bunch of baby chickens, man. Y'all should try this sometime.
Petty.
Look, we got my wonderful co-host in the building, Angelica Jelly Woods in the building. Give it up for her. Give her a round
I
of
don't
applause.
think I like following up as far as being referred as rounding up some baby chickens, but okay, give it up. I'll take it.
Well, you know, it's a tough job, man. It's a tough job trying to
To control,
keep-
to be controlling.
No, not to be controlling, but to keep us together.
Okay.
Y'all, we already predicted this is going to be an interesting show because
Ooh, it sure is.
Angelica is hangry, and so we
am.
know what's coming. So y'all look forward to
Lord.
snap. Yeah, but look, DJ Kojak is on vacation, Angelica.
For
So
what? He ain't did no work. What he need vacation for?
man, DJ Kojak is like Tommy on Martin, man. He ain't
Well,
got a job.
What job?
What job?
He might roll up in here. I don't know. He probably missed his flight. He probably in town.
Nah, he was showing yesterday. Of course, you know how he does. Last time he was missing, he showed up at the October London concert, but he was MIA. But yesterday, you know, I saw on his social media where he was showing the room that he was staying in,
Oh, was it
wherever
nice?
it is.
Was
It was a nice room.
He had some views.
It was a nice room.
Did he get flued out?
He might have got flued out, huh?
Okay, Kojak got flued out.
Kojak got flued out. Mel,
Yeah.
Mel, the owner of Memphis Skin Academy, is in the
baby,
building. Y'all give it up for her.
Serving face.
Man, look, Angelica,
everything.
are you going to clap for the guest?
Yeah,
Angelica,
I was clapping with my mouth. I was
Man,
telling her she was serving face.
You was doing what?
Clapping with my mouth. She gonna clip that.
Mel,
I was giving her compliments. Sorry.
I have no
Yes.
idea what clapping with my mouth means.
I
but
was complimenting her.
whatever
in
it
the
means,
clap.
it just sounds.
I
Don't
receive
sound
it.
right.
I
Thank
receive
you.
it.
I was
I receive
complimenting
it.
her in the midst of the
Yes.
clap. I'm sorry.
It's going to be one of these kind of shows. Mel,
what's
Mel,
going
you ever
on?
been flued out?
Hey, not really.
No, how do you
What
not
happened when
really?
you do
Not
that? When
really.
you got stuck in your connect? You
Huh?
turned around?
You know, I ain't never been really flued out. I need the experience there.
What happened then?
Mel,
you drove
Mel,
on a
look.
It
road
look
trip?
like I'm the one who have to purchase all the flights.
Oh.
Oh, look, she like Gail. Mel is like Gail.
You tricking?
No.
How did
no.
that-
Angelica, oh my God.
But you know they say it ain't tricking if you got it.
Oh,
That's what they say. Look, not the eyebrows. You see it? Did you see her raise that? Do the eyebrows bloop bloop? I heard that. Mel is like Gail. You know, Gail. We accuse Gail of fluing them out too. Gail Jones Carson.
you can do that when you're making 600,000 K a year.
Yeah, you
Gail
can-
gonna like stop saying that.
Pick and choose your own company.
Yeah,
I heard that. Look at Mel.
Boss. We're gonna put boss underneath that name.
Man, yeah. Look. I'm. It's it's a lot of things going on, but Mel, since you are, it's the first time, right? Welcome
Yeah.
to the show, first timer.
Yes, okay, so I got
Look
my
at
back.
her. Look
There
at her.
you go. Good clap.
Yeah. So Mel, you know, 5 signs that show that your friends are jealous of you.
Well,
Give me
first of
one.
all, well, the one I do know off top is they're not going to publicly celebrate you. You know, when you get accomplishments, it's not-
yeah.
Okay.
they might send
Yeah.
you a text message, but they ain't
Yeah.
gonna put it on them social media platforms for everybody else to see.
Okay, we didn't
Yeah.
have that one. You
Yeah,
got
you
it.
sound like you experienced that.
I mean, I see it all the time, and I can read through the lines. I see it with other people in their BFF circles. You know,
Yeah.
Angelica, 5 signs that your friends are jealous of you.
they always jokingly throw shade. Girl, you know I'm just playing. Or how your little business doing? How your little boyfriend?
Everything little.
Everything little about you.
Oh.
That's a shade. Yeah. Ha. Ain't nothing funny. Ain't nothing little about me. Definitely a sign.
Yeah. Or here's one for me. You know, they will listen to all your problems with your boyfriend and then turn around and break him off something.
Okay, now you just had some trifling friends.
Yeah.
Hey, they jealous. That's a sign that they jealous, is it not?
Hold on, but then the person accepts the pass. Can they make a pass and the person don't accept it? They actually go through with it.
Break that down.
Mel, did you get what I'm saying? He said they actually had the action. You said they try to give him your friend something. To give
No,
them
the friend goes behind the other friend's back and going.
Yeah, they complete the action.
Yes.
Oh no, there was no friend.
There wasn't a friend.
It was a jealous friend.
Yeah.
Well, any of your friends that's
I
jealous
wouldn't
of you
even
is
use
not
the-
really a friend, don't you think? Oh, y'all got
Some
friends that
people-
are jealous of you
Yeah,
that are
because
friends?
some people can't help it. Sometimes there's a spirit.
Can't help it.
They can't help it. You have a spirit of comparison that we talked about that you're robbed of, and you may love somebody, and sometimes you love that person, but then they're living life, they married, they flourishing, and something. Look how you looking at me. Please look how you looking at me. You following me? It creeps on them. They don't understand because they love you, they support you, but they do have that little bit of envy in them that they can't explain.
But there's a difference between jealousy and envy.
What's the
Really?
What's
Yeah,
the difference?
there is a difference.
Okay.
between-
What's the difference?
I didn't know.
Yeah. Jealousy is they want what you have.
Yeah.
That's jealousy. I don't like her because she has this. That's jealousy.
Is
That's a
it?
person. Yeah, that's what it is. You know, we're all researching it. Dang, Michelle ain't here.
Oh,
We
I
need.
thought they was the same thing.
Right.
Me too. We learned
No,
something.
they're two
right.
different things.
I did not know
En-
that. I did
envy-
not know that at all.
Yeah, envy. You know, you want to. What's up, Tina? What's happening? Look, Tina Tilton in the building. What's
Tina.
up, man? Yeah, but look, yeah. So there is a difference between jealousy and envy, and so you know, there is.
I done got taught something today. But
Well,
okay.
you know, that's what I'm here
Baby,
for.
me
You know?
But I
both.
think I think there's times that it creeps on them, but they don't act on it. If that makes sense, because there's things that I feel like you envy or are jealous at times.
Envy's like a greater sin.
Oh,
Okay,
I
then
don't know
producer.
about that.
Okay, now
Wait a minute.
we
We
gotta
got
slide
to
on
repeat
now,
that because
slide
you
on
ain't
in.
because we got to repeat
We can
that
slide-
because
we're gonna do this to
yeah,
a
yeah. Come on
transition.
over here.
You know,
Let me-
here
come on
we're
over here.
gonna make it work. Okay.
Look, come on over here on 4 since you're chiming in.
Yeah. Look, she
Just-
said
hey,
another
look,
lip
where
gloss,
her
Lord.
lip
If you don't
gloss?
bring your
Man, look, man,
look,
look.
you don't need-
Man, please
look,
get
my
that
lips
shot in
dry,
Michelle on
yeah,
4.
right.
Please get that shot on 4 in the shell. We're gonna have to raise.
I don't
the
know.
camera
You next to Melanie, so you put that lip gloss on. See, Mel know they're popping.
I need an
I'm on the other
eyebrow
side.
tutorial.
I know. Can
Yours
you do
look
one?
nice.
Thank
You. Yours look good though.
But yours.
Oh, thank you.
Said not
I
the
appreciate
eyebrows.
that.
We can talk about eyebrows because we're talking about beauty, health, and beauty.
I'm all in your shot.
You are.
You need somebody in your shot right now. 'Cause you struggling today.
What-
But look,
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you.
Now, LeContier, first of all, shout out to Tina Tilton. What's the name of the
Tina
station, Tina?
Tilton.
What's the
Okay.
name of the station?
Bumpin'.
Bumpin' 96.3 in the
96.3.
building. Yeah. She came in to sit in and watch us do our crazy show. But we're glad you're here. We appreciate you. Yeah. But so LeContier. Yeah. First of all, look, y'all. This is y'all first time getting to see LeContier from behind the scenes, right? It's a cameo. Look at it. You don't know how to act in front of the camera.
The
Look how
person that Antonio is always blaming for the countdown and the sound,
Lord,
but
that's
not taking responsibility for
He ain't
the
gonna take
fact that
responsibility.
yeah, that the problem may be him.
because the countdown is never ever right. You know, it goes from 5, 1, 3.
It's the
2,
equipment.
6.
It's not me, y'all.
Yeah,
It's
right.
the equipment.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
Antonio's equipment.
Right. But what were you saying? You said that envy is a bigger sin than jealousy.
Yeah, and
Where
I
do you
don't.
get that
I don't
from?
mean to
Did
use
you
the
just
word bigger
freestyle
sin.
that?
No. But you said there's a difference between jealousy,
And there is.
jealousy and envy, and so jealousy, I think, is a natural characteristic that a lot of people can feel. Like it's very natural to look at something and maybe be perhaps slightly jealous about it, but envious
No.
is when you covet it. You gotta have it. Like you hate and you mad. Jealousy is very natural.
You kind of
No,
ponder on it.
Envy is like the next step
The
above.
researcher, Michelle.
Envy is the next step
Pull up
above.
the difference between jealousy and envy because I
I
ain't
bought
behind
it
it.
right
But to all that being said, it doesn't make them a bad friend. They just have internal issues.
with
that-
jealousy.
Yeah, that's an internal thing.
Jealousy
Doesn't
is
mean
the
they don't love
dangerous-
you.
The most
Envy
dangerous-
makes you a bad.
Jealousy is the most dangerous dangerous.
felt jealous
sin,
of my
or I
friends
don't want to even
before.
talk about it being sin, but just
Yes.
the most dangerous emotion that is out there.
It is, but we
Jealousy has
have
put
it.
more people in jail, more people in the
No.
grave
I think
than
that's
in
envy.
jealousy and pride.
No. Jealousy, oh my God, no, that's not the same thing. This is me being transparent. I had a friend who just told me, she's like, I have to be honest with you guys. For the longest, I have been so jealous of you. And I never knew it until God exposed it. Do I think she wants any ill will? Does she celebrate me? She's whatever of me. Like, we had to tiptoe around certain issues being like eggshell, but that didn't make her no bad friend. But she had internal things that she was dealing with for decisions she made in her life. So if you seeing somebody else, work a job, making extra money, or they're married, I'm not married, it's just something natural. It doesn't make them a bad person. Some people just don't know how to apply it, what to do with it. You don't hover, you don't try to act on her or conceive an act because somebody has more than you, whatever. I think that's where a bad friend comes in. But jealousy can actually be a good thing if you use it to motivate you.
Yep.
That's where it can get bad.
I felt jealous of a friend before. Not like in a bad way, like I hated her, but I
So
was
it's
going
jealous in
through
a good way.
Yeah, like
And
I
please
was
explain how
yeah.
you're jealous in a good
like
way.
Angelica just
Like,
pointed out, and this is one of my very best friends. Her and I are really still close, but she was having like a lot of success in her career and everything like that. And I was struggling. I was struggling my ass off as a single mom. And every time I turned around, she had something going on.
Yeah.
So I was jealous of like, damn, things is going right for her. They sucking for me. But I told myself, there's a quote I really love. It's called, want for your brother like you want for yourself.
Okay.
And I taught myself how to kind of remove those feelings and be happy for her because I want what she has in the best way possible. I wasn't envious.
Yeah.
But that's not being jealous. That's being supportive. And the other thing too is,
But I felt some kind of way because she was having success and I wasn't.
but the thing is though, it doesn't mean that you get stuck in jealousy,
Right.
because you were able to overcome it, right? But the friends that we're talking about, that's like the girl that went down to, remember when she traveled out of the country with her friends
she
and
died.
got
Right.
killed, got beat up and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
We're talking about jealousy.
Okay.
We're talking about the ex-boyfriend that you broke up with, and he comes and he's trying to
You must have known
domestic
somebody that's having
violence
to-
and and trying to harm the new boyfriend. We're talking about jealousy.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out all this good jealousy that y'all talking about.
It might
Yeah,
be a
okay,
girl
we gotta
What do you
thing.
say, Michelle?
Oh.
Envy means discontented longing for someone else's advantages, so they hate on your blessings. And jealousy means unpleasant suspicion or apprehension of rivalship. So there's
Envy is coveting, like I said.
Yeah.
Plotting
And jealousy
Yeah.
is just a natural feeling,
I'm
emotion.
trying to
you
figure out
lost this one.
what that meant in layman's terms. Michelle went to
Right. We need to
Michelle,
put up the.
yeah.
We understood it.
Hey,
Yeah.
look to all the
They
people
ain't
that's
gonna let
watching.
me host
It didn't come out with how the
let's
honcho
ask-
wanted to come
let's
out.
ask- It did. Let's ask the people that's watching. To all the people that's watching. First of all, 5 signs that let you know that your friend is jealous of you. Secondly, is there a difference between jealousy and envy? Y'all post in the comments, and we're looking forward to hearing what you got to say, especially you pastors out there. You preacher
there
folks,
is.
good preacher folks. Tina Tilton, what's the difference, Tina Tilton? Tina Tilton, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
See, I liked you. So when you
Man.
came in, I just you
Lord,
outweighed
Lord.
today,
DJ
baby.
Kojak, where are you, man? I'm surrounded by
No,
estrogen.
no, we're not getting
I'm
Kojak
surrounded
today.
by
Okay,
estrogen
sorry,
Kojak.
Kojak. It's
Oh,
getting
Lord,
real
help.
today. We
Lord,
ain't doing
help.
crickets today.
Yeah, man. Look, so, but yeah, but either way, if you're dealing with a friend, hopefully your friends will come clean and before they can do something that's damaging. But I always tell people always ask. They say, when you hear people say, "Man, this person don't like me," and it's for no reason. No, it's for a reason. You have
Right.
something
Yeah.
that they want.
Yeah, I tell people, some people don't like you. They feel like the little bit of good in you don't like the big devil in them don't like the little good in you.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there's people who don't like me and have literally no reason not to like me.
They
But
have
my
a reason.
present, it's that big devil that don't like that little.
Mm-hmm.
That little good, but I have a lot of good. I'm just talking.
Yeah, but there's a reason. It's something you have something
Inside,
that they want.
inside.
It could be your smile.
Inside.
It could be a watch that they think is expensive, and it could be the cheapest replica that you can find that you got off of 3rd Street. You know where you get your jewelry from.
Or you don't know what I did to get this either. So
Right.
you looking at
Right.
my Z, you look at A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, and you jealous over something you can't trust me. You don't even want to do. You don't even want to start at A to get that watch.
Because you may
that I
have to
got.
get flued out for it.
Exactly.
Right. You had to work for that watch. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
But Mel, I have a question. So, like,
Okay.
with your business, you're very successful. Businesses, you're very, very successful. So, have you ever had to deal with somebody being jealous or calling the folks on? Is it calling the folks cold? Would it be cold people?
Well, let's ask her what her business is first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let's start there.
Okay,
Let's start there.
Honcho, go
Well,
ahead.
yeah, because I think we're putting the cart before the horse.
Okay.
That's okay.
You know, so that we can so that
Okay,
people
go ahead.
understand the context of your question.
Right.
Right. So what is it that you do, Mel?
So I do own the Memphis Skin Academy. It's a full cosmetology school. So we have estheticians, cosmetologists, nail techs, manicures, whatever discipline of cosmetology, we teach it. So to just kind of piggyback on what you was asking about having friends that's jealous, of your successes in the business. Whew, I can go so many ways with that. Like my first class that I and you get the red flags. That's the first thing. You
Oh, wait
gotta
a minute.
make sure-
What are the red flags? Let's
first-
talk about that.
So first, let me give you my concrete example. So
Okay.
when I first opened up the school in the end of 2017, I brought along an associate to just kind of come along with me. Let's open up this school. Let's teach it.
That story sounds familiar.
Within the first week, I'm not going to even say a month. It does sound familiar. Within the first week, before we get the students in, the first thing she asked me, well, this is a good thing. Can you help me open up mine? I'm like, wait a minute. First, we got to get this one.
Let
So
me get me first.
what ended up happening was, let's fast forward 3 months later, after that conversation, my first night class, all of it was only about 4 of them, but they quit. And they quit at the same time.
Oh.
And what that showed me was I was the daytime teacher. Daytime students were fine. The nighttime students were dissatisfied. Why were they dissatisfied? She poisoned the group. And a lot of times when stuff don't go the way people think it should go, that's what happened. They'll sabotage you. So you got to be mindful of the sabotage
She
out
acted
there.
on that
Oh,
envy.
yeah,
She acted
definitely.
on the envy.
Definitely.
Did she act on envy or did she act on jealousy?
She might
Both.
She got
I think it was
both.
a
That's
little
it.
both.
See,
Both
man,
of
I like that was a
Both
good- She
of
might have some both of it because
Yeah.
that's it. That's envy.
Yeah, she was trying
She
to
wanted
destroy
what you
me.
had.
Yeah.
You know what? What's sad too though is that is here on the Antonio Parkinson Project we're completely uncut. So if you're looking for State Representative Antonio Parkinson, you can get him here. If you're looking for State Representative Antonio Parkinson, you can get him on the other side too. You're gonna get the same thing. But the thing is it runs so rampant in our communities.
Right.
We're always fighting over what can be that doesn't even exist. Not yet. It's going to exist because it's existing for you, but you didn't have it then.
Right.
But they were fighting over your possibility. They were jealous of your possibility, and that's sad that we as a people that we have to we deal with that.
It's not that too, not to interrupt you. It's your biggest mistake where you made the mistake when you was telling the story. Is our problem is, and this is me too, our blessings aren't for everybody. And I
Right.
have this
Man.
problem. When I get blessed, I want to bring everybody along with me.
Exactly.
But they are not to be brought along.
But that's not a problem. I
Yes,
think-
it is.
No,
Yes, it is.
well,
Thank you.
but
Thank you.
let-
You know
let-
what?
okay.
You know what? Bumping radio. I'm gonna need you to bump and tell Hansha
Right.
over here. Yes, it is because when it's not for other people, some things are just for you, and then you run into a situation like that because he let them get rid of themselves. He's like, okay, I'm still gonna give it to you, but they got to move from around you. But I'm like that.
So let me gently push back. To on hangry Angelica. Because Angelica been snapping at me since I'm the only dude in here today, man. Kojak, man.
I want to
Kojak,
weed so bad. You hear me,
Kojak
y'all?
on site, Kojak, when I see you. But here's the thing though. Here's what I learned is that you have to be exactly who God wired you to be.
Yeah.
And you can't be nothing else, or you're going to be going against the grain of what you were put here for. So if you stop doing that good thing that you were doing, or
No, you missed the point. That went over your head.
no, this is going over your head.
Thank you, Bumpin'.
No.
Thank you,
Okay,
Bumpin'.
let me bring it home.
Bumpin'.
Let me bring it home for you while you over
Okay.
there talk, hollering, bumping. Let me bring it home for you. So if God wired you, and this ain't a religious show, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna go there since she's taking me there. If God wired you to be a giver,
Yes.
then your job is simply to give, not
No,
to wait a
that's
minute,
not true.
wait a minute, not to account for what they do with your blessing. They have to account for it.
Okay,
Your
you
job
missed the
is
mark
simply
again.
to give. What you say, Bumping? I can't
You
hear
missed
you.
the mark.
Oh, thank you,
No,
thank you,
that-
thank
that's
you,
not-
thank
that's
you.
not a
Thank you.
context.
No, that is the context.
Thank you,
Because you
Bumpin'.
said,
Thank you.
that is the context. Because you said you were going to cut them off, those people that were
I didn't say
whatever
I-
they were doing. Did
I
she not
said
say
God.
that?
I
Mel,
said
come on,
God.
Mel.
Because-
Okay, so my thing is this: like
What's your
I
thing,
can see
Mel?
it both ways.
Oh, she's the
I mean,
Kojak. She's the new
We
DJ
going back.
Kojak.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You gonna move out that mic,
Kojak.
baby? Because
No,
the spirit over there on that mic,
Right.
and that
No,
ain't
but
right.
what I'm about to say seriously, like a lot of times you do want to kind of share with people, and in that regard, with this particular young lady, yeah, I can't help you get on because right now I need you to be an employee of the school, but past that, I think you should be able to share some of your accomplishments. You just gotta learn, you gotta kind of decipher and determine like everybody ain't your assignment. So also everybody is also like you can share with some people. I thought I heard you say like you can't tell nobody.
No,
Or
you
you just
can't.
said some people.
No, everybody
Okay.
can't go.
That's what she
right.
said.
And-
Everybody can't go.
But the point
Your
is, what
job
I'm
is
saying,
not to
no,
worry
'cause
about that.
That's not true because I'm a natural giver. So you didn't know that's not even true.
Yeah,
but
you
what
been
I had
giving
to
me hell
learn,
all day.
yeah,
today.
and what I've done.
You've been staying in your lane, giving me hell.
Because you're
without
not
the-
right. Listen, I'm a natural giver, and I had to learn this because I would give, and give. I'm serious. You talking about financial person? I'm talking about my time, I give. But with stewardship, it comes with accountability because everybody that you're sowing and giving to is not supposed to get it from you, or it's not time for you to do
I
it
disagree.
because you can hinder what's being done. You don't see behind the scenes. So this is what I had to do. So I'll give an example. You have a relative that's always asking for something and they're not responsible with their money, but you give, and you sow, and you're causing enabling. And God could be trying to teach them a lesson, but it's like, okay, I can't really do what I need to do and get them to where they really need to be because you keep stepping away with your giving. So who's telling you to give? It's like, I'm a natural giver, but am I telling you to give or are you giving out of self? That's the biggest thing. Are you giving because you were told to give or are you giving out of self? Yes, you're a giver, but you have to make sure you're not giving out of self because sometimes we just do it because we nice and we want to do it, but are you giving for the right reasons?
Yeah, and thank you, Angelica, for that long soliloquy. I want you to give me a break. And
Oh,
so
whatever.
when we look,
We
and
are.
so
Bye.
look real quick before we go to break, I do want to shout out to Diamond Clay Walker, who's actually chiming in from Houston. He said, "An envious person wants what you have, and sometimes they'll destroy your character or you to get it." He said that's his opinion. He's full of opinions. Yeah. Shout out to Robert Lee. Robert Lee said, "Resentment against a rival, a person enjoying success or advantage, etc., or against another success or advantage itself, jealousy." Okay. Yeah, y'all keep on chiming in. Look, when we come back, hey, Mel is in the beauty business.
Yes,
and we
okay.
are going to talk about black folks and beauty and whether or not we are taking it too far. We're going to be talking BBLs. We're going to be talking about noses. We're going to be talking about changes in the body. So stick around, stay. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. We'll be right back.
All right.
I'm giving me a weed.
Yeah, what's
Okay.
We ready? We back on? Is that a yes? All right. Y'all, welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson, and I got, hey, look, get this shot of Angelica right now. Please get it. Please get it. Yeah,
you
please
love
get it,
it. I
Michelle.
got you.
Get it, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Look, we are surrounded by wings and things, y'all, and so they over here. Y'all hear that smacking? Look.
Yeah, I'm so hungry.
Man, look, hopefully this would change her attitude because she was absolutely tooting no.
Oh,
She was tooting no when she got here because she hadn't had anything. But we
Listen,
I
we
feed
think
her.
want
you
a
just
food-
didn't
I
understand.
think we want to call for a competition. Who got the best wings in the city? Drop them off next week, and we're
Oh.
gonna see what's up. We're gonna eat them live.
Yeah.
Dixie Queen.
This queen got them wings.
Which
man.
wing?
This queen got some good wings.
Girl, I'm Dixie Queen's #1 fan. In fact,
Man.
if the manager, the owner is watching this show right now, let's cut a deal, okay?
Yeah. Hey, shout out to the Austin P. Dixie Queen and all the people, especially those that are there at 2:00 in the morning when we pull up because the line be wrapped around the building at Dixie Queen on Austin P. But y'all drop them wings off. Y'all want us to send you another shout.
Slide into
What
our
about
DMs.
LeContier? LeContier. Who?
Slide into our DMs. You got the wings.
Oh, sliding to Angelica's DMs.
No, Parker.
Shout out to Norma Lester who's watching. Charles McElroy. So this dude right here came out of my high school in Port Arthur, Texas. Right, went straight to the pros. Playing baseball, man, and good brother. McElroy, what's up, man? He's in Houston right now. He's retired. I think. And Mac, look, don't beat me up if I say this wrong, but I think that what's the name hit the who was it? Doc Acey that hit the. He was hitting all the home runs, and then they tried to get him for the drugs. No, they tried to get him for the enhancement drug. Not Strawberry. We'll come back to it. But I think he hit it on Mac. Mac, tell me who it was, man. Look, he like Mac. I ain't finna tell you that shit. But look, so we got DJ Kojak is on vacation, Angelica.
For no reason.
For
Vacation for
absolutely,
people who work.
right. DJ Kojak,
Don't
we
go
know
there.
you don't have a job,
Joke,
right?
joke.
So I don't know how you're vacating or why you're vacating, what you're vacating from,
Right.
because you're like Tommy on Martin, you ain't got a job, right? And but he was over there flashing, the video of his room and stuff. He's on vacation, he's on the water, he's
Oh,
on
I'm
the beach.
jealous. I wish I was on the beach
See,
right
that's
now.
exactly what jealousy was talking.
Yes,
That's
I
exactly
can
what
hear
we're
the
talking.
I can hear the waves smashing. And
But envy would be her trying to sabotage the trip.
Okay, I can live with that. I can
Yeah.
live with that.
Okay,
Exactly.
like sliding the DM and say he just
Exactly.
took me there last week.
Right.
Now
Yeah,
that's,
like
that's
that.
jealous.
Kojak just flew her in.
Yeah, see,
Right.
that's jealousy. I
That's
mean,
envy.
envy. I mean, see, now I'm jealous.
Y'all see how calm Angelica has gotten since she got these wings, y'all. There's a big difference, man, in her whole energy
Really?
since she's got. Hey, Nichelle, please make sure Angelica eats before we get on the show.
I promise. I'm
Look at
hungry.
Nichelle.
Michelle about sick of y'all.
Nichelle, you had a day today. Okay, amen. We love you, Nichelle. Well, Nichelle, you with
Shout out
family,
Nichelle.
Nichelle. We love Nichelle. We give
We do.
y'all send Nichelle some
Virtual
virtual
hug.
hugs.
And
Right.
I love Nichelle. I do. That's my
Uh-oh.
girl.
Why does it
But
sound like a butter?
my countdowns are better than
Oh, the
Oh,
Michelle's countdown.
oh, Nichelle.
I seen it with my own 2 eyes.
Oh, Nichelle.
I love the content, but Nichelle feed us, so she on her own.
man.
Nichelle is a countdown person, and they lying.
Man, look, speaking of countdown, let me get this clock started because I'm sure we were well over,
Well over.
our segment time in the last segment, but it was a very interesting segment. So listen, so Mel, you the queen of cosmetology in the market, right?
Right.
Nichelle. Mel, how many do you have? Are you licensed? What areas of cosmetology are you licensed in? Just full
cause.
Full cause?
So everything with the exception of barbering.
everything with okay, and are you an instructor also?
Yes.
Okay,
Have
but
been
look,
since 2009.
Man, I started to
Okay,
run out of it.
then.
Did you hear how she answered that?
Yeah.
Angela, she's like,
You
The
a stalker?
nerve.
Yes.
like the nerve.
Since
Right.
2009.
I like to put on there, just sound a little bit more professional when I add master educator versus
You better speak that. What? When you had what? Say it again.
master educator.
Come on now, not just any educator, but
Right.
master
Master.
educator. Right. And so, I'm truly thankful. I grew up in the business, right, in the salon, and my mom was a stylist. My daughter's a stylist. My other daughter went to college school. She just didn't go take the test, but it's in our blood. It's in our blood, and that's what happens. Am I correct?
Right.
Yeah. Is there anybody else that's generational that did hair or was in the beauty industry, whether in the kitchen or in professionally?
Well, actually, yes, my aunt on my dad's side.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So you got it honestly. Okay.
And I don't know. I did corporate America for probably about 8 years.
Really?
And yeah, definitely. And was in management. And it was a job. Honestly, I hated it.
What did you do?
I actually worked for a Fortune 500 company. I ain't gonna put their name out there.
They ain't
But
get
like
that plug.
areas,
No,
not
I'm
off
just-
me. But when I would turn on that street to go to work, I was literally getting sick. And I tell everybody this story. In 2009, because that's when I got my instructor license, they had to literally terminate me. And that's probably about the best thing they could have done because it made me go and pursue my instructor's license.
Your purpose.
Right.
Your
You know, that's interesting because remember when Gail was on the show, Gail said they force fired her and told her that, look, you can't stay here because you're bigger than this, you're better than this, you need to go on other things. And so interesting commentary because I posted on Facebook one time about sometimes, y'all remember when we used to be on the monkey bars, right?
Right.
That's too unsafe for kids nowadays, right? But we used to be on the monkey bars, hold on to the monkey bar, swing to the next one, swing to the next one, right? And I'm visual, so I had this, I got this thought from, I guess from God, right? But it was one of these things. Well, not just follow this. It'll make sense. It's one of these things like, sometimes we hold on to things as a security, right? And because we're scared to let go of the bars, even though the ground is only 6 inches below your feet, but we're scared, right? And but the more we hold on to these bars or to that thing, corporate America, the more calloused our hands get, the more painful it is, right? And then God comes along and he pries your fingers off these bars to the last pinky is left.
Right.
And then he finally pries that one off, blink, and then guess what? You fall, but you hit the ground and you're standing up straight.
Right.
And that's exactly what happens, to
Exactly.
us. Look at LeConte.
I like
LeConte. Did I get you on that one, LeConte?
Right.
Yeah.
Just-
Hey,
yeah.
I know you the PK, and
No, that's all good.
but that's real though. And a lot of times we're holding on to things that are our security blanket, right? Out of fear
Right.
of letting go, right? And there's a whole entire world of success that is out there for you, but you were scared and the Lord had to force you out of it.
Right.
Boyfriends and girlfriends, husbands, jobs, right? Friendships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
We get too
brother.
comfortable, I believe.
We get too
Find
comfortable
out.
and stay in that same situation, even though it's painful to us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. But that's good stuff though, Mel.
Yeah.
So you got kicked out. They kicked you out. They
Yeah.
literally, you need to go back and thank that person.
I want
You-
to say
look,
was
she
hard,
kicked you
but
into your
look,
purpose.
And then when I started even working with my first job as the instructor and a junior instructor at that, I was making more money as a manager, supervisor and management at a Fortune 500 company. Then now, every day I wake up, every job that I got besides the school and the beauty salon, I wake up every day and I love what I do. And that's what helps me get up. I don't have a headache or anything. So I always tell people, work a job that you like. You got to love it. You got to enjoy it. If
It's
you
not
just
work.
going for a check, that's draining. I don't care how much they pay. If you're not happy, you can't stay.
Yeah. But it's not work if you're doing what you love, right?
It's not.
It's not work. I
Yeah.
love doing this. That's why I love coming to
Right.
do this, right? Because it's not work to me because I love doing
This
it.
your
Going on
cigarette.
Monday and
I
say,
tell
"Mel,
people
That's my
work
cigarette.
is- No,
Is that my
seriously,
cigarette?
like this your cigarette. This is your Zen moment.
Go on Monday and tell Mel said I need to quit my job. There y'all go.
Hey, now you gotta
You,
make it
you
make
looking for a
sense, though.
sign? This is your sign. I'm
Hey.
just
Yeah.
joking.
Well,
Man.
Hey, real talk though. Mel brought me into her students, and at the Skin Academy, and they did a facial. I hadn't had a facial in
We
probably
had
1,000 years. You had one too,
Yeah, we
right?
just went the other weekend.
Hey, them students, the bomb though. Them students
are.
are, man. They look. I don't know, man. My cells was like jumping out. They were rejuvenated.
Well, they said I had they gave me compliments on my skin, and they
Oh,
said that I
here
had
we
very.
go.
Michelle did, and they said I had
I mean, you
small,
got pretty skin, Angelica. Come on.
I had small pores. I
Pores.
didn't know what that meant on the sheet. I'm like, what is a pore? It's like yours
Kojak,
is
where you
very
at,
small, so I think they're very educated and aware.
Oh no, they knew that. They knew they shit.
Yeah, and
They knew
professional.
their shit. Yeah.
Waited on you, walk
Yeah.
you to your to the table,
Right.
make sure you was comfortable, make sure you had no allergies. Even some of the questions about the products I use, I'm like,
Man.
I don't know, down to the details. So you're doing
Yeah.
a great job.
Yeah,
I'm not
I-
just saying that.
Thank you.
I have a question. So out of all the things that they learn, I'm assuming that professionalism falls in that category somewhere. It's
Absolutely.
at the heart of the work.
6 week course.
And right now I go to a lot of different people, like small business owners, like for nails, lashes, so forth and so on. And I'm happy for a lot of these Black women that I go to for starting their own businesses and doing their own things, but a lot of them lack professionalism. Like if you go on their little sites,
I gotta be a
Look at a
little
little.
side.
One of your friends like
I am throwing
one of
shade.
your friends like little.
Five
Don't
signs
call
of
my
friends
little
look-
much little now.
they call
on
this
their
shit
Canva
little.
made sites. I am throwing shade. Okay, on this
now.
site, you better make sure it's a
Oh,
good
not
one.
Canva now.
Got 20 million rules. I'm
Oh.
getting cussed out in all the rules.
Yeah.
It's spelling errors. It's just all types of things. You go there,
That's
they
good.
Hey,
lay.
that's why they need to pull up to Tailored Communications Black
Hello,
Market Strategy and the
hello.
content, so we can have them. What's your question though?
My
Content?
You gonna let her
question
say
is
that.
you-
You gonna let her say
Sorry,
that.
I know I had to go all the.
But
I
that's
wanted her to
because
feel me. Yeah,
I feel it.
yeah. What do you think is causing this lack of professionalism? Is it training? Like, and how do you teach your students like not to be that way?
Okay, so the first thing what I believe and what I know, social media is influencing a lot of this unprofessional behavior because they're seeing what other people are doing and they're looking at, okay, if she got a booking site and she got 9 rules, let me copy and paste her same grammatical mistakes and let me add number 11, 10 and 11 on there. So they're doing all of this. So how I kind of debunk it in this way with my students. Just because you got all of these sites with these rules, it still don't mean a hill of beans. It don't hold up in court.
Right.
What lawyer looked over this and said, okay, this is a legal binding contract? You'll be actually causing yourself to lose a lot of clients. Because me personally, I guess I mean, I come from an older school, meaning I'm not going on a booking site. If I done called you and you done answered the phone, you need to go and put me in the book.
But Mel,
God,
Mel,
you
wait a
sound
minute
like
now,
my
wait a minute now. You know, because I have,
you don't
I have,
you don't went too far, man.
right.
You
I
don't
have
went
a
too
90,
far.
I haven't, but I have a
You went too far,
19-year-old,
man.
and she is killing the game. Shout out to Kirsten Parkinson.
You're not
Taylor's
no
Extreme
sponsor.
Esteem.
Yeah, she
Let
don't
me get some money
sponsor.
from her.
About
Tell
the
her she's
booking
a
site.
sponsor. Right. She's not using it, but she's not using a booking site. But Instagram is where her appointments come from.
Yeah.
And when I say she booked a month, she's a month out.
Can I say this though? Yes, your daughter is a beast. But the problem is, people.
What the
you can
problem
make
is?
you. I'm sorry. Let me use my correct grammar.
Oh Lord have mercy.
But anyway, the problem is, that people get so wrapped. I can make anything look beautiful right now, okay?
Right.
But the biggest thing that people don't take pride, like my husband says, people are your walking billboards.
Right.
Baby, you can fix and make it look glamorized, do a shot, and you walking around and their head jacked up. Like, but a lot of people don't have quality. I know your daughter do. Okay, we know she a beast. He looking like. But people, they get stuck on what it looked like instead of taking that time to make it look good in person. And then, like, this is what my husband said also, like, they are focused on getting those followers. But if you have good work, I'm not against social media, people will come anyways. It's old school. I ain't saying that's right.
But it's a slower process
It's
though.
slower, but it's gonna
Yeah,
be like,
because-
who did your hair? But then when they do that, they do need a page to go to. Oh, she on IG
Right.
and look at the work.
But
But
y'all
there's
got
nothing
to be
wrong.
respectful of this new generation.
Right,
I'm
but
saying
there's
how they're
nothing wrong
doing
with
things,
using
man.
social media
Because
marketing.
you were the
That's
new
not what we're
generation
talking
at one
about.
point.
Let me go back. Let me finish
Yeah.
what I was saying.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
I'm going back
alongside
to
of
my
the
wing.
school, I actually do. I
Yeah.
have salon clients, and
Right.
there's no way I can keep up with everything. So I have a booking site.
Oh,
Okay, there we go. There we go. Now, you should start off with that.
No, I got a booking site.
Yeah.
I mean, because
Right.
like I got it too because I forget stuff, so
Yeah.
I
Right.
can put it on you to make
Right.
it like you
Yeah.
forget the book. But what I'm saying with the booking sites is the way that they're tailoring them and what they're doing. Like if you were coming to me and you book, I don't want you to pay your whole money up front because something may happen on my end. And they're doing this on these
Yep,
booking sites.
they
They're
sure are.
asking for deposits. In your case, we was kind of chatting a little bit earlier. If life happens, life be life.
But
Okay?
Mel, but speaking of that, you know, this takes us into soft skills, and I'm looking at this clock because there's some
know,
other stuff
babe,
we gotta
we
get to.
will.
No, we're not over yet. But takes us into soft skills. You know, part of the problem is part of the issue is the fact that you know you book. And then either the person shows up late or the stylist shows up late, and then that's part of the reason also why these Koreans are getting most of the black hair and black nail business. So
I ain't never had a Korean. Oh, you mean like buying stuff from their store? I'm like, I ain't never had a
Say,
Korean
tell
do
me
my
you
hair.
ain't tell me you ain't been
do my
to the
nails.
beauty supply store.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
Look, you
Yeah.
stroking Beauty Supply hair right now.
This
Look,
is
look,
my
look.
hair.
Don't come for
Wait
that's
a
her
Look,
hair.
I'm coming for
Yeah,
all of
this
y'all
is
since
my
I'm into
hair.
Kojak ain't here.
hers.
So, you don't get your nails done with the Koreans?
I
I
said
don't.
that. I do. I do.
My nail tech is a black
You
girl.
do?
I started
Anti-tooth routine?
black. I started black.
Hey. But look,
Dr. AC, I
this
can't
could
wait
be
to
a
get you
whole
on the show.
nother
Dr.
Started black.
Eyelash girl is a black girl. Makeup is a black girl.
Okay.
Nails is a black girl.
That's gonna be a clip.
but
My
what? But
eyebrow tendon, black girl.
but you go to the beauty supply store and get your
I do go to the beauty supply store.
right.
But they got black
Look how
owned
Mel look.
beauty supply
Please get that shot in
stores.
the shell. Please get that shot, Mel.
They
Please
got black
look.
owned beauty supply stores.
But we
Yeah,
need to be
so-
we need to be supporting them.
We do, because they have them here in Memphis.
But we need to be supporting them. Look. Please get Angela. Please get that shot.
I'm just
Look,
confused.
look.
Okay, I'm just
Look, I want these faces because look, we
ahead,
got to. How is it that another ethnicity controls the distribution for hair care products
But
for
there's a
black
history
hair?
behind that with the Asians. It's because at one point in time, I don't think this happened a long, long time ago, maybe the 40s, 50s. I read about it before. The Asians were able to come in and dominate the market because nobody else was willing to do it.
No,
the
no,
black
no, no,
people
no,
had
no,
no
no.
ability
No.
to
Here
really.
we go.
I can't wait till Dr. AC get up here because it's
Bring
because
he ready now.
It's because,
Bring
look,
that.
Dr. AC biting at the bits. It's because
Uh-oh.
we allow anybody in our communities to sell to us, and we will go to them instead of going to the black person that might
That's
have it,
not
and it
true.
costs $1
I don't think
more.
that's completely true.
Okay, but I can't wait to talk
I
to that.
think that
But
the Asians were able to corner and dominate the market. And
a black hair?
Yes,
It's
because
your
nobody
hair.
else was willing to do it.
Oh my, Mel.
Mel said she's
Mel.
on her phone. She
So
ain't
with
got y'all.
Mel, we're talking about the beauty industry. So, and look, y'all, those of you that are watching live, y'all make sure y'all chime in. But Mel, let's talk about let's segue just a little bit more to in the beauty industry. You know, our people, you know, BBLs and
Okay.
and nose jobs and this,
We
that, and
gonna never- we
other
gonna never get off
is
this
huge business. You know, and my thing is, you know, if the legs don't fit, you must quit.
right.
Right. And so our people are now, you know, changing their body structure, spending a lot of money.
Right.
A lot of money. You know, how much does a BBL cost now? Anybody know? Any of you?
Nowadays it's what? Well, and I'm gonna tell you why I know. I got about 6 of them in my school right now, and everybody sit on pillows.
They got BBLs?
I see somebody.
Do you
come
talk
to
about- you talk about the
restaurant, sit on a
students?
pillow.
Yeah.
Oh, they got money. You get refund
So
checks.
I'm thinking they got them. They got them now where they go and they do like buddies passes in like Miami. So about like 5,000 or 6,000 now, depending on where you go.
You can
I
finance it
am
now.
shocked.
Right,
That's what helps a lot
You
of
can
people.
fi-
They
You
finance.
You said
You
that's
can
what
finance
helps a lot of people.
Yeah, you can finance
Or
your
care credit.
surgery.
Can you Klarna?
Yeah.
Can you Klarna?
But what?
Hey,
But,
they
but let me ask y'all this, and I'm sorry if anybody here has a BBL. I don't know. You know,
Who cares? They don't care.
I mean, you know, I just want to set. I
can
need
look
to
and
put
tell
the
I don't got
disclaimer out.
one, so
I need to put the
I ain't got one.
disclaimer out. You know, but what is it about? What does it say about the individuals? Easy, Angelica. You got food to eat.
Okay.
What does it say though about the person to that if they and y'all don't run me off of rakes and pitchforks, please.
Just make sure you
This
cut
is
the-
an
Just
innocent
get the
question.
Make sure you
I'm-
cut this
If
part.
look, I'm scared to
Come on.
ask it,
Like he told
but
you.
but
Yeah,
right, I'm
look,
scared to
that
ask
Mel.
it.
Come on
Right,
with
but you know the fact that we're going out spending all of this money, you know, to change us structurally. What does that say? What's the reasoning behind that? Is it just because it's trendy? Is it because, you know, it improves your self-esteem? And who is the market for you to go and get a BBL, change your hindquarters? Who is the market? Who do you want to see that?
Well, I do believe I do believe it have a lot to do with self. And you know, my thing is some people do want to like, especially now, and it's affordable now. And they're seeing it. They seeing the girls on the TV. They seeing this where the balls and the people with the money
it's
going
representation.
towards. So they're thinking that this is how they're gonna get a come up.
Yeah.
Damn.
or what's wrong with taking the fat out of your stomach
From my mom and
and
moving
transferring it
somewhere else.
somewhere else?
Yeah.
Like getting your belly flat. Like What is wrong with
But
that?
see,
But your belly gonna be big again. But go ahead though.
No,
But
it's
see,
not
they
when
missed
they
that
remove the
part.
fat cells.
No, because it comes back if you don't change your
Hey,
behavior. They got it there.
Right.
So they don't tell that part. They don't tell you that in the contract. Like, baby, you gonna be back on this table.
Well, they do tell you though.
You see, I'm eating these
They tell you to
wings.
take
I'm
care of
gonna be
yourself.
back
But
on that.
see, the thing is with the BBL and it's like everybody say BBL and black girls and like cosmetic surgery is new, but these white people been doing it forever.
But that's part of the problem is that we follow European ideas of what beauty is.
Yeah.
And
No,
that's
because
that's
BBL
part-
is not
But look,
the.
think about
Baby,
eyebrows.
baby,
Eyebrows
your
need to
hair
be
is not
thin.
naturally
Remember
straight.
the thin eyebrows?
And so I'm not
No,
knocking
but-
you, LeContier, but
Black
I'm just
on
saying.
black.
But I'm just
Y'all just
saying
mute me
we
out.
follow the European version of what beauty is, and we are the most beautiful race God has created.
Well, and then let me tell you.
Well,
what
Yeah,
I-
you gonna let
Listen,
Mel say what she gotta say. Go
Well,
ahead, Mel.
Because now what I've seen is a lot of times like we'll take it to like the men.
What
with
the men doing? What they doing?
Basketball players and all of that. When they make a little change, where they go?
Not
Oh, baby, we ain't ready. It's
So
gonna be
then
gonna
this
go
is
to
look,
probably
not
why
bumping
they.
96.3
but
done
see-
stay over there
But
snapping
see,
the
this is
fingers.
probably why then they feel like, okay, I'm gonna go to the white lady, and then the black lady looking at like, okay, what the white lady done to herself that I may need to do.
But all
And
the
this is
black
probably
women in
Man,
why
there.
they're
Mel,
following
Mel,
us. You
Mel
kid.
came out of her shell on that one.
I'll tell you what you tell them.
I
You can tell
understand.
them.
I
You
hear
can tell them
you.
to kiss
But none of
your-
the
I hear
black
you.
women in here to me in this room look the same. Nichelle has locks. Angelica has twists. I have whatever I have. I don't know. Mel has some blonde in her hair, and then there's some other people here, and it's short. Like this is versatile.
Yeah.
Why can't we have these different looks?
But I'm gonna tell you something though. Before we end this segment, I thank
geez.
God that we have embraced our natural hair again.
Ah,
That women
yes.
have embraced natural.
Yes,
And I remember when who was it? Was it Chris Rock came out with the show with the
Good Hair.
documentary Good Hair? And I was like, man, hallelujah, right? Because I just think us in our natural form is the most
I don't believe that.
beautiful
my
thing
dad. That's my
that
dad,
God
man.
gifted this earth.
Let
That's
somebody
my dad.
walk in here with their edges all undone and all
I'm-
that. It'll be
hey, but
somebody.
but
maybe
do-
not you, but
but-
I seen this with black women. Just being themselves, hair
They
is
say
done,
that.
but it's not combed the way somebody thinks it
Yep.
should be, and somebody's coming. Like Blue Ivy is a good example of that. When Beyonce and Jay-Z had her very natural looking, and people came at them for the longest.
But you know what? The problem that they have with Blue Ivy and the way she looked is not Blue Ivy's problem. That's their problem. And they
Right.
have an issue that they need to resolve
Yeah.
because they have an issue with this woman and this baby in her natural
Yeah.
form. But one thing they can't say, our people are gorgeous. And we look nappy edges, but at least they got edges.
I got
Yeah,
edges.
so
Kinky
look,
edges.
right? I'm telling you, because people doing drive-by edge snatching around here right now.
Really?
right,
Uh-uh.
right,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
all we do.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that they let their 9-year-olds, and I worked in a Caucasian school before too, and at 9 and 10 we're doing highlights, but they don't get criticized for that.
The caucasity,
Right.
right,
But
right.
now we did that same
That's
technique
another
on
word.
the black kid. She too grown, and her,
Right,
with her
yeah.
mama,
Yeah,
Her
yeah,
box
yeah,
braids,
yeah,
and the blue
yeah,
hair,
yeah.
the pink hair, and they just
Yeah.
being kids.
Yeah. So Mel, how can they get in touch with you? Lay it all out. So we're about 5 minutes over this
Okay.
segment. Lay it all out.
So we are on all social media handles. We're Facebook under the Memphis Skin Academy. We're under the Memphis Skin on Instagram, and we also have a TikTok. I don't really man that another one of my teachers do that, but I'm pretty sure it's under the Memphis Skin Academy as well. You can phone us at 901-805-8110, or you can also check us out on our website at www.thememphisskinacademy.com.
What's that number again? And Michelle, put that in the live. What's that number
Sure,
again?
it's 901-805-8110.
When's
Hey,
open
look.
enrollment?
Open enrollment, we actually we're on a round robin setup now. So what that means is I was doing two classes a year, but we've gotten so many students that want to enroll. So we
That's
kind of
awesome.
do it on a
Good.
monthly basis.
That's awesome.
So if they call us to enroll, also if the public need any kind of services, right now we don't have any hair services that we're offering to the public because students are not ready, but any kind of makeup application, facials, Any kind of eyelash extensions, because we have that newest bill too, thanks to Representative Parkinson.
Okay. Lord, don't get me started. Okay.
So, these ladies like these mink lashes, so we're doing those too. And all of our services
Yes.
we offer at a discounted rate. So whatever the professionals charge, students do them at pretty much half of their cost.
But this is important to know. Who's the first to open a lashing school in the state of Tennessee?
That would be the Memphis Skin Academy.
Come on, give it up. Give it up. And that came about because a law was passed by this good state representative, this great state representative, Antonio Parkinson.
Today we've licensed 10.
Woo! Yeah. Wait a minute, but that's important to note. Now, so these babies have been licensed to do lashes, and lashing is a $1 billion industry, billion with a B.
Right.
And now they will be able to open up their own businesses. So what she's doing is she is a business that breeds businesses.
Right.
Okay.
Come on, man. Y'all better get that.
That's awesome.
Hey, bumping 96.3. You better get that.
Look.
Dr. AC, you better get that. Yvonne, you better get that. Look, Yvonne said, yeah, I got it.
Okay,
Yeah, but that's vitally important. Y'all give it up for Mel. We love you, Mel. Thank you for everything you're doing. Yeah, look, you are changing lives, and we truly appreciate you. We'll be right back. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
I've been on here for a whole hour.
You know, in Conchasha.
Okay, we're live. We're live, LeContier. This your look, LeContier. This your first run now. Look, act accordingly. Del Negro. That means the Negro in Spanish. Look, let me know when. Oh, we're live. Okay, so I just called LeContier Del Negro on the live.
Call me a Negro. Said my hair ain't
Del
naturally
Negro,
straight.
the Negro.
The Negro.
Yeah. You need to tilt it down a little bit, Dr. AC?
Yeah, I can.
Is that your height, Doc?
No, but
Okay.
she gonna be on the same.
Man, she eating wings right now.
Baby, I'm
Hey,
gonna
y'all,
sit
we all
over there
live,
with
y'all.
your
So
wife.
welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson. We got all kind of stuff happening.
We really do,
Look,
y'all.
Doc, Yvonne over there eating wings. Doc Ace trying to adjust the microphone. LeContier saying her hair is straight for a reason. And Angelica, she's not hangry anymore.
I'm minding
and,
my
and
business.
Tina Chilton is in the building. Y'all give it up for Tina
Give
Chilton.
Miss
Right.
Bumpin'.
Bumpin'
That's why I call
96.3 in the
Miss
building.
Bumpin'.
Right. Who's helping with the production? Nichelle with the countdown. I don't know. We got a countdown challenge happening with Nichelle and LeContier.
They both lose.
They both.
I'm joking, Nichelle.
Top
I'm sorry,
shade,
Nichelle,
shade.
Nichelle, I'm
Angelica
joking.
with the shade.
I'm joking,
But
Nichelle.
have y'all noticed the difference in Angelica's attitude, though? Real talk, seriously.
No, but can y'all fix that shot over? Because y'all can get her over this.
Man, look. Oh, we getting Yvonne eating them
Oh,
wings.
okay, yeah, y'all
Yvonne,
gonna get me.
look, Yvonne, eat your
Y'all
wings,
not
baby.
gonna do- y'all
Yvonne,
not gonna do
eat
her.
baby, eat your wings with your pink and green, baby.
Decked out, baby.
Right,
Right,
AKA
representing.
to the
As long as
fullest.
she's eating, that's all right.
Look,
Aw,
you
that love you. That's so sweet.
Doc Ace, that's what I'm
Nothing
talking about.
What she's eating.
Right. Step up to that mic, Doc. Step up to that
Don't eat
mic.
the bone.
Step up to that mic, Doc, so they can hear you.
He said, long as you don't eat the bone.
Dr. Ace just told me, nah, y'all pull his seat up for Yvonne, because that's my rider.
I heard that.
Right, come on, Doc. Give it up for Dr. Ace in the
Thank you.
building. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
We are excited. We are excited. Dr. Ace, look, I'm going to let you jump in there, man. So, African April is coming up. What's our dates? What we doing this year?
African April, for those who might not know, African April started 37 years ago. And each year we honor an African country and celebrate it through the windows of the arts. Arts, dance, food, music, cuisine, everything you can imagine. And we put it together and invite people for 3 days. Well, maybe more than 3, 4 days. We have an international entrepreneurs luncheon at the Holiday Inn University of Memphis on this year, the 17th of April. And we honor an executive of the year, a person that exemplifies African American history and studies and doing great in the community business wise. And this year's executive director of the is none other than, let me be your voice, Henry. Finish it for me. Henry E. Reeves.
Henry Reeves. Hey, man, we want to get him on the show. Henry Reeves.
From Orange
Give
Mound,
back.
Tennessee,
Yeah.
where I'm from.
Man, I love
Henry
his,
Reeves is
I
very
love his marketing.
yep.
Henry Reeves.
Henry Reeves.
If you are watching, we want your ass on the show. Pull up. We want you on the show.
You know he's a Q
look how
now.
Tina
He's a
looking.
Q now. He's a Q now. Yeah, I know that. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know.
All right, man. He's dope though, man.
He is.
And look, and he is pulling in that market share, for representing people legally. Am I correct?
Oh, absolutely. As I was listening here, what we have to do as the people, we have to respect and support ourselves. I'll get into a little more about that. But Henry Reeves is totally Afrocentric, and he's doing something for our people, and he don't only talk about it, he's showing it. He's getting his hair braided, he's doing what he's supposed to do, and he don't get back off of it.
What's
All
that,
right,
Doc? He
he
getting his
ain't
hair
doing nothing.
braided.
Look, he's doing what he's supposed to do.
That's
With
right.
no shame.
That's right. Hey,
No
look,
shame in his game.
no shame in this game. I
He's
gotta
all
send it.
about the people. All
Yeah.
about,
That's
not
right.
about himself.
The people.
Like so many people I heard y'all talking. Well, it ain't about me. It's not about what you do is what's important. It's not how you look.
Yeah.
It's what you do. That people
Man.
will
How
know.
you look is what you
Man,
do.
you
You
That's
don't have to
profound.
shine the light on yourself.
Yeah.
If you do the work, it'll shine on you.
Oh, can
better
you tell?
preach.
Can you tell
Dropping
one of my
jewels.
clients that, Lord Jesus? Yes.
Man,
Well,
look, he just
your
told him.
client's from a different anyway.
Ooh, Lord.
Well,
you ain't got
go
to
ahead.
force it. You do it. You do the work. They're gonna recognize you when it's time to be recognized. People don't want to wait. They want to force.
Well, we live in an instant world.
Yep.
Instant coffee, instant
Microwave.
this, instant that.
Yeah.
Everybody want it, but they don't know nothing. They can't process the information.
Baby,
They're
you
getting
better
it too
preach.
fast and it's changing. In our day, we had to read.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Not the R-E-A-D.
Read. We had to read everything. I learned how to read my house in Orange Mound. We were poor, and in Orange Mountain, right? I was the baby of 6 people. I was a baby boy. My father died when I was 1. But I had significant others around me. My brothers, the whole community, took care of the whole village to raise the child. They raised us. We couldn't do curse around old people, couldn't do anything. But my point is, we had a house, it's still there now. We had a house that didn't have no sheetrock inside. And the wind would come through the walls. So we had to wear those stocking caps to keep from freezing. So, but we had newspapers. And Mama got some flour, mixed some paste, and pasted the wall with newspaper. So I had to stand up and read.
Yeah.
No, that's just a side, but I had to read.
But you know-
anyway.
But Doc, that's saying something though. I've always said, and I think I coined this phrase. You know, poverty breeds innovation. But you, I mean, did you really hear what he just said though?
Yeah, I did.
He said, "Mama got some flour and some water and paste because it was cold. She put
Insulation.
newspaper up to insulate,
Yeah,
and they had to read the papers on the wall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Poverty breeds innovation."
Your mama was wise. She said, y'all ain't bothering her. Y'all gonna read these papers and leave me alone.
Man,
She was
but
wise.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey man, but that helped you in the long run, right?
Oh, yeah, it helped me, and I have to just fast forward a little. I went to Melrose High School. I finished in 1956. Melrose High School. Those teachers loved us. Hello. They loved us. They taught us, and they said, if you want to be like the rest of the white people that wasn't treating us too nice, or anybody that's successful, you got to run faster, you got to read more, you got to be more intelligent, and they taught us. I mean, I was reading Old English in the 9th grade. Come on. It said, look, I had an English teacher named Miss Reed, and she was teaching literature. Man, and the principal, Floyd Campbell, he'd come by and look in every window and make sure everybody was there. So that Miss Reed used to, we were studying Julius Caesar, and she was animated. She'd get on the top of the desk and all that stuff. So if you was late getting to her class, man, I was late, knocked on that door, she let me in, I went straight to the front of the board. I don't know what question's coming. She said, what did Julius Caesar say to Brutus? Eat two
Et
Brute.
tu Brute.
Look
Yes,
at
sir. Yes, sir.
Right,
Well, you
right
were
off.
ready though, right?
I was ready.
You was ready. Et
I'm
tu
ready.
Brute. You know what
I'm
that means,
ready.
Angelica?
No, don't
That
ask
means
me.
you
You
too,
too.
Brutus?
You too, Brutus.
You selling me out too?
Yeah.
We're just talking about selling out.
Well,
Yeah.
hey, already?
Envy.
Yes, sir.
Envy,
We're just
jealousy,
talking about
that's a
envy.
whole
Yeah.
nother
we
topic.
was.
That's a whole nother subject. But anyway, I don't want to monopolize the
No,
conversation.
that's what you're here for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I got my right hand. She's the smart person in the family. Yeah, I just talk about it.
Yvonne, we see you, Yvonne. She's so
Yvonne said-
pretty. She's so precious.
Sitting
We
real
love
pretty,
Yvonne.
okay?
Hey, but Dr.
Come
AC, you also were the over African American studies at the University of Memphis, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
So tell us about that. Tell us a little bit
Okay,
about
let
that.
me give a quick brief history. I graduated from Melrose in 1956, and since I was a baby, my father died when I was 1. My mother never remarried, took care of all of us. I worked all the time. I was throwing papers, doing everything. So work to me wasn't no chore. It was what I desired to do. Anyway, I worked at the University Club. I went to Melrose High School, had great teachers, all great teachers. And I was a pretty good athlete. I could run, play football, in the playground, but skate and all that stuff. So my basketball coach, never will forget him name, Frank Lewis, played with the Globetrotters and Tennessee State University. And he asked me, he saw me playing in the gym, said, play for me during this tournament, I'll get you a scholarship to college. Never thought I was going to college. Didn't have any money, didn't even really think I was that smart. So I played. We came in second. Okay, I graduated in Orange Mountain from Melrose and went up to the swimming pool. We had a 10-foot swimming pool about 3 blocks from my house, straight up the street. And guess who the manager of the pool? Frank Lewis. He said, where have you been? I've been looking for you. Get over to Lemoyne. They got a scholarship for you.
Oh.
I said, well, are you for real? He said, yeah, I told you I would do it. Oh my God. Watch this. So I get over there playing basketball with the mayor for life, Marion Barry, Dr. Harrington, Cleophas Hudson.
Marion Barry.
Yes, sir. Well,
Washington, D.C. mayor?
Yes, sir. That Marion Barry. My wife got a story about them. We boycotting anyway. We were boycotting Goldsmith anyway. So anyway, I get over to Lemoyne. and ran track, swimming pool, swimming and basketball and all that stuff. And couldn't keep up that scholarship. But I met her. Best thing ever happened to me, look to the morning, I met my wife.
Woo! Give it up for
Best thing ever happened to me.
Hey, Angelica loved that, man.
Best thing ever happened to me.
Wise man, okay?
She wasn't my wife then. But see, I'm from Orange Mound. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Right,
I'm from
right,
Orange Mound, and I don't give up. Look, so anyway, I got drafted, went to the United States Army, and I was semi-secret clearance at Aberdeen Proving Ground in Washington, close to Washington D.C. So took all that training and stuff. So man, 1963, Martin Luther King.
As a military,
Yeah.
tell them what you were trying to do. Be a policeman.
I was oh man, she won't tell. She was military policeman. See, and I mean it's police.
Look, she make sure you get them details.
Yeah,
Right.
so
Safe down North Memphis here.
yeah,
That's right, baby. That's right. That's right.
So it went during the holidays when the soldiers went to D.C. and Baltimore, they would send the MPs up there because the police couldn't really arrest them. They get in those joints, man, drink that beer and get crazy. So that's what I was doing all this stuff the Memphis police doing, and everybody else had all the training. So anyway, let me skip now. So I'm at Aberdeen Proving Ground. 3,000 white MPs, 10 African Americans, and I'm going to tell you about why you're African American, not black, in a minute. So, no, I'm going to get to that. So, I heard that Dr. King was coming to Washington, D.C. at the I Have a Dream speech. We had been involved with Maxine Smith and marching and protesting Goldsmith with Marion Barry and everybody. We had Lemoyne. I said, I'm going. And the company commander said, no soldier could go to that march because you government property. I was the first one out on the highway.
Man, what?
Send me to the stockade. I'm going to hear Martin.
Hey, man.
And God, I
Man,
was
y'all
there.
give it up for that. Hold on.
Yeah,
Some-
that's history
look,
right
hey,
there.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
That's dope.
I was there to hear Martin do the 1963 speech. Bus picked me up, took me on up the road to D.C. Saw that, got out the Vietnam era, and I needed 2 more years of college.
Wait a minute, Doc. Doc, I got to slow you down a little bit. So let's go back to D.C. You got there for the King's speech.
Yes, sir.
And tell us about that. Put us,
Quote.
Dr. AC.
Look. Okay.
Dr. AC, put us in that space so we can live it
Yes, sir.
with you.
Thank you very much. When I got on that highway, buses were coming from New Jersey, everywhere, New York, going to the march. And King and all the guys had organized it with the union and everything. So I had my civilian clothes on. So I get there. I might have been at the 250,000 people assembled around that reflection pool in the shadow of Abraham Lincoln.
Wow.
250,000.
How old were you, Dr. AC?
24,
20,
something
okay,
like
right,
that.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. So,
Young man.
yeah, and I had been involved in the movement, my wife and I, with Maxine Smith and Sugarman, old daddy, and everybody marching and protesting. So, man, Dr. King said, we've come to Washington to cash a check. They came back marked insufficient funds, but I refused the Bank of Justice is bankrupt. So we come to cash that check that will give us on demand all we come from. So we here to cash that check. That was part of that. Then he said, well, we come from Mississippi, hot sweltering days, but go back to Mississippi, where the governor having his lips dripping with the words of nullification and imposition. Go back to the South, where we're being lynched and killed. Go back to South and continue to fight. So, long story short, King said in the end, let justice roll down like a mighty stream. I won't quote the whole speech. Mighty stream. One day, my children will not be judged by the content of their character, but not color of their skin, but by the content of their
character.
Oh, it's cold. Y'all listen to that
And
speech.
you was there. And
I was there.
Interestingly enough, we're here today live, because this is live, and on the anniversary of the day after Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was killed in Memphis.
Absolutely. My wife was down there and went on the marches, the first thing they had down in Washington, D.C. They seeded the cloud and it rained like I don't know what in D.C. the first time. But anyway, that didn't stop us. So anyway, I was at that speech. I heard that, and I just skipped forward. I was at the last speech at Mason. It wasn't at Claiborne Temple. It was at Mason Temple. Mason Temple. It was lightning, thunder, and we were almost down there when he got shot the next day. We had been protesting in the street. King had all his people in town, and so we said we're gonna head on home. It's getting late, but before, well, anyway, King. Let me get back to the speech right now. We was at Mason Temple. It was lightning, thunder. There's a tornado warning in Memphis. The place was literally packed because King was coming to speak. He was scheduled to speak at Mason Temple, not Claiborne. And man, King hadn't shown up. Jesse Jackson was there, and all the lawyers in Memphis. Everybody that was anybody there. My wife and I was sitting out in there. High school choirs, everybody. So after about an hour, Abernathy called the hotel, Lorraine. I said, Doc, you got to get down here. These people are waiting on you. He said, I don't know it. It was lightning and thunder. Man, King came down there through that side door. When he stepped in that room, it was a thundering round of applause. Thundering around of applause.
Wow.
And he got up, and Abernathy got up and said, well, it's late. We're an hour and a half late. And I've got to introduce Dr. King. But I want to take my time. I'm going somewhere. I want to take my time to properly introduce Dr. King. And he took about 6 minutes. Hello. Totally unusual. King stepped to that program and said, I'm happy to be here. And if I was standing with God Almighty, and he asked me, Martin, what period in history would you want to live? History, he said, that's a strange thing. The world is all messed up. But I'd take my mental flight by Egypt and watch all the beauty and aesthetics was there, but I wouldn't stop there. I'd even go by the place, the Habitat, from whom I'm named after, Martin Luther, and watch him tack his 93 theses on the door of Wittenberg. I wouldn't stop there. I'd even go and watch Abraham Lincoln finally have to sign the Emancipation Proclamation.
Finally
but
have to sign
I wouldn't stop there.
Finally.
I just thank God if you allow me to live a few days in the 20th century, I would be happy. Oh, man, he went on. He didn't have any notes or nothing now. There wasn't no prepared speech. And King said, well, the whole purpose of him being here was to help the sanitation workers. So King said, when I was trying my first book, I was sitting down, and a lady asked me, all I heard was, are you Dr. King? He said, yes. He said, next thing I felt something beating on my chest. And I had been stabbed with a letter opening by some demented black woman. Wow. They rushed me to Harlem Hospital and finally removed the blade. It was 1 inch from my aorta. And if I had sneezed, I would have died. I'd have drowned in my own blood. But he said, I've got letters from all the presidents all over the world. But one letter I got I never will forget came from a little girl in White Plains, New York. And it shouldn't matter, she was a little white girl. She said, I heard about your suffering, Dr. King. I read about you, and I'm so glad you didn't sneeze.
Man.
He said, I'm so glad I didn't sneeze, because I wouldn't have been around here in 1963 and watch America stand up for justice.
But Dr. AC, let me ask you this. Let me cut you off.
No, cut me off.
Man, Dr. AC, you being here just incredible for me.
Yeah,
you know, because everybody that was a witness to this stuff is not around anymore, right?
Absolutely.
Man, but Dr. AC, first of all, have you ever just really step back, and absorb the fact that you were a witness to this stuff?
Yes, I have, and
Kaiser, man.
yeah, Reverend Kyle, Jesse Jackson.
I was a witness. And
And
I think that was an
okay,
Go ahead.
yeah, and
Step up to your mic, Dr.
yeah, the
AC.
thing is, when you do something, you just do it because it's the right thing to do. Yeah. You don't look for praise. We never have been bragged about nothing. We just do it. Yeah. See, if you some people can't see the forest for the trees, and all they're looking at is the trees. But I see a shopping center. I see a hotel. Hello. So anything you can dream, you can do. Yes. So you have to have it in your head, not in your body, what you look like. That ain't about nothing. Yeah. It's just anybody can change that. Now with this new stuff, you might look like Frankenstein.
We were just talking about that earlier, right?
Whatever.
Not Frankenstein.
No, with the Wolfman there. About the Wolfman.
Dr. AC, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So we got to touch on, you know, and I had a chance to sit down, you know, spend 4 hours with Reverend Al Sharpton. Right, he came to Memphis, and somebody asked me, "Hey man, look, just come hang with Reverend Al because I can't be there. I got to disappear." Greg Grant, as a matter of fact,
Yeah, no, Greg,
Greg,
just
shout out to
happened
Greg
today.
Grant. Greg Grant said, "Man, come sit with the Rev because I got to disappear for about 4 hours, man, and then I'll be back." I said, "Shoot, hell yeah, I'm with it." Man, Al Sharpton had so much knowledge for me. Things,
yeah.
and it's the stories that, excuse me, it's the stories that are not told in the books, right? That's why your value is so incredible to me for you to be here, right? Because you know you were a witness to it. But let me ask you this. The factions. You know, we had factions back then. Explain to the people how you know it wasn't all rosy with Dr. King. Everybody, all of the black folks didn't support Dr. King. Am I correct in that?
Oh, you correct. See, you have to go back and look at the Negro, I call them Negro preachers. Negro preachers
Okay.
doing all right, getting the house paid for, cars, all this stuff. They were comfortable with not raising the questions, okay? Then it took somebody
Sound like
like Dr. Martin Luther King. Oh, it was rougher than what it is now. But for the racism, segregation, gerrymandering, you name it, you can call the roll. But what back in the day, we had to do something, had to put our lives on the line for a cause. And like my wife said, not be caused. Hello.
Come on.
For a cause, not be caused.
That's it.
Go.
Not for applause.
And not for applause.
Not for,
Well, not for applause,
Yeah.
but for a cause.
Yeah. So when and I'm gonna let Yvonne jump in on this. I ain't gonna let her do nothing because I can't do that. No, she her own boss. But look, we are 47 years. Come on. But anyway, I almost forgot my thought.
Yeah.
Look, so
So the factions.
yeah, the faction. Well, the preachers
the doubters,
and the doubters and the haters, they didn't want to march.
agitators.
And the educators, because they got hired by the university, and I was working at I was different. Not so much about me, but I didn't mind speaking out. They could fire me if they wanted, but I always knew that the man said that, Dr. Rain's gonna fire you. I said, she can't fire me. God hired me. I ain't worried about her firing me.
And she did not.
Could not. Would
And
not.
look,
I wasn't
Shirley
gonna do
Raines
it.
did not. Yeah, right.
I speak up.
Right.
You could do what you want to do.
Right.
Put me in the fiery furnace. All right, good minute. But anyway, so it was a lot of faction. The preachers didn't really want it.
Right.
All right. The
And explain why. I'm sorry. I want to break this down in granular form.
Go ahead.
The preachers didn't want him. You had SNCC. You had the Black Panthers. You had all of these different groups. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah. But the Black Panther Party, I was a member here, and with SNCC, Stokely Carmichael, now Kwame Ture, he was all involved with Black Power and all. King was doing nonviolence. Malcolm X, I was with Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I went to the mosque. I do everything. Can't leave where you don't go. You can't teach what you don't know.
Ooh, that's pimping right there.
So you have to do it all.
Yes,
I
sir.
went to the mosque. I met all the Muslim brothers. I went to Stokely Carmichael talking about Black Power. I was in King, and I wasn't nothing nice, but anyway, it was my growing up and my experience about doing. You can't talk it. If you love something, love is an action verb.
Come on.
I love you, baby. Never buy you a car. I love you, neighbor. Take you out. Ain't nothing but talk.
Come on.
You got to show something. You put your life on the line. Frederick Douglass said, dare to struggle, dare to win. Nothing power demands nothing without a cause. If you got to bleed, David Walker. If you got to bleed, let it all come at once. Let it all come at once.
Yes, sir.
Do what you got-
But jealousy. There was jealousy in the movement.
It was
right?
jealousy and fear. I heard somebody mention fear in this
you're right.
program. Fear. Oh man, fear will stop you from doing a lot of things. It would inhibit you from getting where you need to go. Fear. What are you afraid of? See, I like the ripest apple is the farthest out on the limb. Hello.
Uh-oh. Come on. If he says hello, you know what that means, right?
okay.
That
Yeah,
means get a hold
I
of
need
it.
you to repeat that one more time.
Okay.
The ripest
the
apple.
ripest apple is the farthest out on the limb. Okay. So, and the one with the worms in it, hello, and rotten is by the trunk. So I want the ripen apple.
Yeah.
So I put these 200 pounds out on that limb and start moving out. That limb gonna bend. I haven't made it
come
there
on.
yet.
Come on.
So I get
come
out a
on.
little further, it's going to bend a little further.
Mm.
You know, so I'm not worried about falling.
And at some point, it's going to become the low-hanging fruit.
Look, come on with
Come
it,
on,
brother.
doctor.
Come on, come on, brother.
Yes, yes, sir.
So I get out there, I get close. I'm still standing. Look, but that limb is way down there. So I reach over there and get that apple and just bag back. My point is, if you don't ever take a chance, if you want to keep eating a rotten apple, stay by the trunk. Hey, but if you want to, you got to take a chance, like the beautician and everybody's talking. You got to get out there and do something. You know, you might fail. Oh man, we failed a lot of time with African Apple. Put our own money in it. But hey, we didn't stop. You can't stop now. We too far to turn around.
Yeah.
You're on that limb.
You're on that
You are
limb.
further out on
Yeah.
the
On that
Doc,
limb.
Doc, how many years of African April?
37 straight
Y'all
years.
give it up for that.
Yeah.
37
Amazing.
years nonstop. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, that's
And
absolutely
it's
amazing.
all this lady here. See, you have to
Look
have.
at her. Look at
somebody
her.
was talking. You got to have companionship. You got to have understanding with your mate. All right. You got to understand things. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut
Yeah.
to the chase.
Yeah, step up a little closer to that
Yeah,
mic, Doc.
only thing real men do is defend, define, protect, and provide.
What did we just say
That's all men
one
do.
episode ago?
And
We just
all
said,
men do is defend, define, protect, and provide.
Okay.
Man,
And
ain't that what
coming-
we said last episode?
Coming from Africa, I had to emphasize that. That's what they taught the people in Africa. Because for 9 months, the baby's with who? The woman. She take care of the baby. She's growing with the baby. Treat that woman right. You make sure she's comfortable because the baby's getting what she's getting. Hello, your job is to make sure she got a house and taking care of her. All right?
Yes, sir.
Not
Protect.
right. She'll
We
take
done.
care of the
We done
kid,
after this.
but remember roots. And it's the father's name to name the child. Remember roots? Omar
Yes, sir.
took Kunta up after 3 or 4 weeks, held him up
Yes, sir.
and to the universe.
Yes, sir.
I said, behold, the only thing greater than thyself. And whispered in his ear his name. And the baby, the first person who heard his name was his daddy.
Uh-oh.
And
Yes,
to go
sir.
back home in manhood training, that's another thing.
Come
Boys
on, man.
had to go and had womanhood training also. Manhood training. Took them out in the field and taught them how to do stuff with wisdom, not
Right.
only how to kill. They say for a tribe, just say, attack your family. You're going to attack the other family. You're going to kill them. Then they're going to kill you. It ain't going to never stop, right? It's
Right.
not going to ever stop. So what do you do? Say you capture the person and you think you're going to kill him, let him go. Let him go. Anyway, that's some of the wisdom.
Uh-huh.
That's the hard thing to do.
Right, right,
But
right.
anyway, the thing you have to do, now my wife was wind beneath my sails, and we work together. I mean, it ain't no big deal.
Right.
Look. Our son said, Dad, my milk in the house, your milk is everybody's milk. They're talking about your milk.
Right.
Anyway,
Look out there. You got a question?
Yes, I do. It's something that you mentioned earlier, and I would love to hear you just articulate more on it about blacks identifying as African American
Yes, ma'am.
versus black.
yes, ma'am.
What is that?
Okay, the great John Henry Clark, y'all need to read your history.
Okay.
Foremost authority on African studies and African history. I taught 40 years in African studies, been to 16 African countries inside the pyramid, saw Mandela, rode over on the bus, that was that. My wife and I went to Egypt. Anyway, my point is this, you can't leave where you don't go, you can't teach what you don't know. Now, when we grew up, same thing happened at Melrose and everywhere, they taught us all about white people. Everything
Yes,
was
sir.
white. We were little black Sambos in the picture. Everything, I'm not, listen.
Right.
He'll tell you.
Yes, sir.
Look,
Yes,
so
sir.
all about white people.
Yeah,
So
still is.
if you learn all, the mind is like a computer. You can only get out at what you put in it.
Yes, sir.
Hello. So they put all white folks' knowledge in our head. Nothing about us.
Yes, sir.
So as I heard earlier, we're the first people on the face of this earth. So I tell my students, I said, now, if you've been indoctrinated with all white knowledge, that means you got somebody else's mind inside your head.
Come on.
Which means you out of your mind.
Now,
Uh-oh, which means come on now, I'm you out of your mind. You out of your mind.
we done with that now.
No. So I got 3 months to put y'all back in your right mind.
Right.
Some of y'all not gonna want to go.
Yeah. And Dr. AC, and
That's
the
amazing.
state of Tennessee is fighting against
Yeah.
you being able to equalize that data in and that data out.
Yeah, yes. See, well, the enemy. Well, you have to know your enemy.
Uh-oh.
You have to know your enemy. Since slavery, they never liked us. They never treated us right. They gerrymandered. They took our families, took our farms, took our people, took our lives. So why you think that they gonna all of a sudden, even though they don't have the Ku Klux Klan things on their head, they got them in the trunk.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, not in the trunk.
In the trunk of the car.
I need to sit
In the
down.
trunk of the car. Some of them can put all the black friends in the trunk of the car and have room for the Republican elephant.
Damn.
Come on now. But see, you have to know your enemy. I used to study George Wallace during the day. You know y'all George.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, George was tough. I was out there in the movement down Mississippi, March and everywhere. They said, why are you reading about George Wallace? I said, well, let me tell you what. George was true to what he said. He said, if y'all get out in front of my car, I'm going to run over your ass.
Hey.
All right? But the other white folks said, no, I'm all right. You punch them, they move back, and then they run over you. But see, I knew what George was going to do. So I said, you got to know your enemy.
Yeah.
But then you have to have some sense about it. Don't look back in anger, but around in awareness. See, our kids, you got to know what you want to do, and how you're going to get there.
Yes, sir.
And it's not easy now. It's not easy. Like what y'all got up there in the Senate and the House, 25 African Americans out of 300, 500 white folks.
Yes, sir.
Right? And y'all doing the best you can.
It's called the art of war.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, doing the best against the odds. Like Jesse said, I'm not a perfect servant. I'm a public servant, doing my best against the odds. That's what y'all do.
Yes, sir.
Go.
She asked the identity question.
Oh, yeah, let me get to the question.
Step up to the mic. Step up to the mic to the doctor.
Yeah. Didn't I tell you she was the brain?
Right.
She listened to everything.
Yes, sir.
She keep me straight. Now watch this. Now see, I'm a cut right quick. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God.
Speak.
So God said, I think I created me a world. He created everything, the animals of the ocean and everything. And the world was void and without light, which means it was black in the first place, dark. So anyway, God created all that. Then he said, well, God created everything. I think I create man. Read the book. So he went by the bank of the river, picked up some dirt, molded that dirt into a man in his own image, right?
Right. Coming
You
out
ever
the
seen
mud.
any white dirt?
No.
I ain't seen that.
Uh-oh.
No.
I'm getting to going somewhere.
Go
No.
ahead.
So if he got the dirt, molded man in his own image,
I'm about to take off.
look here. And he put him in the Garden of Eden. It's between the Tigris and the Euphrates rivers in Africa. White folk call it the Middle East. The land didn't change.
Uh-oh.
Land didn't change. It's the same thing.
What about Russia announcing that all the prophets was black and Jesus was black? That's recent.
Yeah, I
Well,
just saw
well,
that.
well,
Yeah.
Well, that's the only truth he ever told.
Dr. Acey, give us the dates. We way over.
Okay.
Give us the dates for African April, man.
Let me conclude this right quick.
Conclude that. Go ahead.
No,
Conclude that.
I'm ready.
Conclude that. Yeah.
And everybody. And I hope everybody listens. See, you call yourself black. Black tells what you look like, not who you are.
Woo.
Chinese don't call themselves yellow people. Italians don't call themselves spaghetti eaters. Where's black man? We ain't black nowhere. So black tells what you look like. And I always said it. My wife couldn't qualify.
Oh.
You couldn't qualify.
Yeah.
Good question. Now, what you have to do is history holds the key to the identity question. God created the first person on the face of the earth in Africa, on the Gibraltar, between the Tigris and Euphrates River,
Yes, sir.
which is called the Garden of Eden. And he made him black. It's hot on the equator. Black is a melanin, carbon-based melanin in the body that turns the skin black. So the blacker you are, the more closer you are to God's template. Hello.
My God.
Hello.
You better,
Well, I tell my students, my wife always tell me,
Right.
I said, look, I want to be so black, when I close my eyes and shut my mouth, you can't see me. And I don't burn, and my hair's not nappy, it's curly. But we don't fool around, let y'all put that Jerry curl in your hair.
That we was talking about that
let me
earlier.
go there now.
We was talking-
Look.
Yes, sir. We was talking about that earlier now.
And
But we ain't gonna go
you
there.
want to look like them. Why you putting lipstick on? Your lips already thick. Thin. But white people have to got them little thin lips, right? So they put lipstick on them. And I just look up the property of some of the lipstick.
Yes, sir. Y'all give it up for Dr. Acey. Hold up. Look, but I gotta ask you this, Doc. Come on, step back up to the mic.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell everybody about African April, the dates, the times, because we got to get the word out, man. We coming to
okay.
see you. We pulling
I
up.
come every
You know
year.
what? We need to do a show out there at African
Yeah.
April
Yes, that'll be so
live.
funny.
Absolutely.
Doc,
We got
so-
3 or 4
so
more.
give us the
right
date.
quick, Yvonne, the dates.
Pull that mic down for her just a little bit,
Okay,
Doc.
okay,
Just
okay.
tilt it
This
down.
the real boss.
Yeah,
Come on, boss.
yeah.
Lady. This the real boss.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Hold it for her. Hold it for her, Nichelle. Hold it now.
First, I want to say thank you to the representative for having the idea. He told us about a month and a half ago, I want to have you on my show. What kind of show is that? You are not a show. You for real. But anyway, when he told us about the Antonio Project, we agreed, and we were not going to miss this opportunity. And I want to thank him so much for what he did on the Hill with AKAs. They kept calling him other names like the other P's and the S's and W's up there and H's. And somebody said, you better get Antonio Parkinson. He got the information, got the key to the youth. And at that point, he opened the door to the sorority sisters and they said, that man is tough. I said, that's what you see when you come to Memphis, Tennessee.
Come on now.
Yes.
See a variety of
Pull up in the
talent,
901. That's right.
charisma, commitment, and dedication. And it ain't about the destination, it's about his journey. He has a journey.
Bless
And we're glad to be a part of his journey. And he asked about the dates, and they keep pointing, go to the dates. Yes, I go to the dates. The African April Cultural Awareness Festival will celebrate 37 years, April 17th. 2024, and some of you not even 24 years old. So that means we got a lot of catching up with you to do. But 17th is the International Entrepreneurs Luncheon, where we honor Executive Year, Entrepreneur of the Year, and his attorney Henry E. Reeves. And he has a quote that in his bio that says, in other words, he talked about, "I want you to respect me. I respect my clients.
Amen. Amen.
I want you to learn about what's going on. I want to be your voice. I don't fear any man." This is quotes. He said, "What I want to do, want my opposition to fear me
Amen.
and watch me work." The channels, the platforms, the media, radio, TV, the people. I'm the people's person.
Yeah.
And that's why we looked around and we saw the noise and heard a voice, and it was attorney Henry E. Reeves.
Hey, Yvonne, look into that camera right there and tell Henry Reeves, come on this show.
Attorney, you got a lot to offer, because I read something in your bio that said when you came back from the Air Force with all your honors and stuff, you stood outside a big Fortune 500 company, I'm going to call the name, and they would not hire you in the rain. And your cousin told you, don't beg them so-and-so folks, do your own.
Amen.
You got the ability, you got the character, you got the will, it's in you, and go for it. And he said, from that day on, I realized with my mother coming home from McDonald's, bringing sandwiches and drinks, I was destined for success. And they gave me a portrait for success. And he said, I'm using that in the office. I managed over 60 people, he said. And I looked at his bio and all colors. He's in 3 states, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Arkansas. He said, and watch the other people try to imitate doing my TV shows and agitate, but many may amputate, but they can't duplicate.
There you go.
The attorney, Henry E. Reeves.
Y'all,
Now,
yeah,
they
yeah,
hired
yeah.
you.
Y'all give it up for the aces. Y'all give it up for the aces in the building. African April.
That evening, April the 17th at 5:30 Civil Rights Museum, we will honor our Artist of the Year. And that's Jason Talbot, Colbert. I'm trying to get his name.
David Colbert.
Jason Colbert.
Okay.
And he has done the poster that you'll see in a few minutes, and it'll be on sale thereafter.
All
but
right.
It starts at 5:30. It's open to the public, and
Y'all leaving that
and
one for us?
enjoy the artwork.
Yeah.
And that's Jason's work.
That is
And they
incredible.
all
That is
what he had in mind.
incredible.
He took the pen and went to work, and the mighty pen and the mighty voice.
That
you
is
can
beautiful.
See, you see Memphis resurrected in that.
That
Under the
is
public
beautiful.
piano.
Is that one signed? Is it signed?
Not that one. We just
And on Thursday, when the vendors come in from the vendors marketplace, they set up on Thursday, and they receive their site and assignment. And they stay there throughout that Sunday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are the vending days.
Right.
And Friday, Children and Senior Citizens Day, to 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The children are admitted free. Are the seniors coming free too?
yeah, all free.
Oh, see, okay.
Yeah.
Till 12 o'clock.
To about, he said 12. Well, we say after lunch, about
Right.
2. But anyway, SASSA seniors and all of that. And you'll enjoy the activities, the students from the high schools, the Steel Walkers, Melrose, Hanley, Hillcrest,
Yeah.
and whatever Antonio says that they're coming, we want your schools to be there too.
Hey, you know, we're going to pull up the Antonio Parkinson Project. We're going to pull up the African April, right?
And then
just-
the parade
show up.
starts at 10. It lines up at 9:30, and it goes about 45 minutes around the Beale Street area. And for those who want to get the groove on, get in the Beale Street, get in the parade, walk and enjoy it, and come back to the festival, entertainment all day to 8 o'clock that night. And Saturday we go into blues, jazz. You don't have the blues, we give it to you. Blues showcase. We had Bobby Rush, and Bobby Rush had some ladies that I thought he had worn out.
Bobby Rush.
But they put a move on them that the men couldn't have. I said, David, look at the group. He said, watch them sing. They can sing too. But the whole body was moving. Well, anyway,
the whole body.
go
we was talking
Bobby.
about that earlier.
You
Yeah,
rushed
right.
me in and said they too much for me.
Right.
And also our headline this year is the Arrested Development, formerly of Atlanta, I think.
Yeah.
But they
yeah,
travel
yeah.
around. They're going to hit the streets and the stage at 6 o'clock for 1 hour.
So Yvonne, I'm glad you said that because their song Tennessee, they have a single song now. But let me tell you what I've been thinking about for the last year, and y'all got to plug me with them with speech because I want to make Tennessee one of the state songs for the state of Tennessee.
Oh, that'd be
Well,
awesome.
we got two queens coming from somewhere. That we
Well, so Arrested Development, that's their song.
Yeah, it is.
So I'll be looking for y'all. I'll be there. We'll be there before 6 o'clock so we can meet with them and talk to them about the song Tennessee
yeah, we get that.
becoming a state song.
And they're coming in early, and the Queen's coming from the state of Tennessee, the state of Mississippi, and the Memphis Black Queens. They're going to be on stage sometime during that Saturday just to greet the people. Both males have endorsed the project, and before Strickland left, he put his blessings on it, and he gone to the law school. So I'm telling you, get your degree over at law school.
Yeah, right,
Come on back to the
right.
community
right.
and use it wisely. But in the meantime, Sunday is the International Music, Jazz, and Gospel Day.
Right.
We have the Tropics coming. We have Tennessee Mass Choir.
Right.
We have the
Pastor Love.
Pastor Michael Love will do service at 10 o'clock and pass out
Give away
refreshments.
food to the hungry.
Well, not the hungry and those who are not hungry and those who just want to eat and relax and haven't had no breakfast.
Talking about the health.
And then the health people are coming to do
Tell them
vaccinations.
about the health fit.
They're coming to do referrals. They're going to do the dental problem. They're going to do COVID. And they said, don't bring COVID now. You bring the vaccination. Don't bring COVID. And they said, get ready to wear the mask again because it hasn't gone away. I just took a break.
Yeah,
But again, I want to say congratulations to you for the Antonio Project 2024 and beyond. And we're glad you have us here. And whatever you want to do during those days at African April, go for it.
Amen.
Y'all doing a lot.
And
Listen, y'all, they're doing it the
Listen,
most.
look.
And you remember, it's just mind
Hey,
blowing.
DJ Kojak, eat your heart out because you missed this show.
Yes,
really
amazing.
did.
Listen,
But
I
y'all
can't
give it
wait
up
to
for
go.
the Aces. We are super
You guys are
proud of you. We
amazing.
love
Thank
you.
you so
You
much.
thank you so
Amazing,
vitally important to us.
amazing.
And listen, you have been watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. We will see you next week. And y'all make sure y'all go to Africa in April.
And the
Going.
mission is just $10. We
That's
haven't
it.
changed
There
it.
you go. There you go. $10 admission.
bad.
Pull up at Africa in April. It's going to be a great opportunity. A great event. 3 days, 4 days actually. You know, and it's in Robert Lee,
Robert R. Church,
Robert R. Church Park. So
right
y'all-
by the B Wells.
We put
Right,
it out
right.
anywhere else.
So
Right
you're
next to
on,
IDB
you're on
Wells.
holy ground, and nothing you can
You're
do
on
but
hollow
just
ground,
enjoy.
right? Okay, you've been watching. Hey, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and share. This is the Antonio Parkinson Project. We'll see you next week.
Don't forget, it's not about the journey; it's about the destination.
Right.
It's
Gotcha.
not about the applause;
Gotcha.
it's about the cause.
Yes.